Hello, everyone. Aslema, and welcome to another episode of This Week in Testing. This is episode 101. It's Friday, the 22nd of August, 2025, and it's another great opportunity for us to gather today. For those joining us live, thank you so much. And for those listening back on the podcast, we are also grateful that you are with us today. So this is a Ministry of Testing event. So the code of conduct is in place, which you can find on ministryoftesting.com. And I'm your co-host, Mariem Safi, and I'm joined by the amazing Demi. I'm excited. It's my first time co-hosting with someone other than Simon. So, yeah. Demi, how are things? I have the feeling that you haven't been with us for a long time now.
That I think I was there on the 99th episode, but yeah, then we had the break during the vacation for Twitch. And then last week there was a national holiday here in Belgium, so I didn't join either. But I've been very busy in the meantime, so don't worry about that.
Okay, tell us, what have you been working on? What were you busy doing or learning or noticing in your testing life lately?
Well, we have started two new projects this summer, so kicking those off and getting everything working has been a bit. There's a few deadlines for this summer, so we still have some things to finish by the end of the month that apparently needs to go to production. So we're really working hard on those. Um, I this summer I got a senior test automator to a part time join the team a bit, so I can finally get set up some front end test automation. So hopefully we can get that going soon. And this week I finally started writing down stuff for my TestBash talk because it's I've been ticking it over in my head for months now, and this week I finally said, "No, Demi, put it on down on the page. It's time." Oh,
Yeah, yeah, I think it's about time. It's only 40 days, or sorry, it's only 40 days for test bus, so we should be on it.
yeah, it was about time.
Yes, it's on. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about test bash, I was also preparing for test bash. And once I submitted my visa application and booked my accommodation, I started planning for the conference, for the 2 days. And I was like deciding on talks and workshops I want to attend. Hopefully, I was going through the schedule and test bash notebook, test bash. Sorry, notebook, reading all the topics and learning outcomes. And I must confess, I can't make up my mind yet. Yeah, what about you?
Well, I have never been to a conference before, so I am very cautious in making a plan beforehand because I don't know what all happens at the same time or what you can do if you don't go to talk. So I'm very curious about all the things that are gonna happen because I got some access to behind the scenes stuff as one of the speakers. So I saw some sponsors planning games and contests, so that's gonna be fun as well. So yeah, I've been cautiously marking like, ooh, that one I really, really want to go to and hoping that I get there and don't get distracted by everything else going on.
Yeah, and you have a talk, so you should be like focusing on your talk too. I think. Uh,
Yes.
yeah. Would you like sharing a little bit about your talk with us today? Just a glimpse of your talk.
So it is, I called it How to Start Continuous Quality in Your Team. Take the first step and change your mindset. And I came up with the talk because I learned about the concept of continuous quality at a testing planets session about it. And I was like, I do that. I do continuous quality. I know about this. but I just didn't have a word for it. But I actually taught some. I've got some other testers in my team, and I taught them how to do continuous quality and how to do that, how to get that started, and how to make sure your team accepts it and stuff like that. So I send in my proposal based on that I wanted to explain how I taught the other testers in my team how you could start doing that. So I'm hoping that I can get all the words out and explain it in a good way. But yeah, I asked every now and again. I ask tips from people about when I'm preparing, and like people keep repeating to me, like, Demi, make sure you bring a backup of your presentation on a USB stick, and you put the USB stick somewhere else as your computer because you never know.
Yeah.
But the most wonderful advice that I got in on Monday was someone telling me, like, Demi, don't forget, no one in the room wants you to fail. And I was like, oh my God, I needed to hear this because I'm getting so nervous about doing a talk. And I just love that someone wanted to remind me, like, no one at TestBash wants you to fail at your presentation. They all want you to succeed. So it's going to be amazing. Oh, I absolutely love that advice. So, yeah.
I'm sure you're gonna nail it, Demi. You are an amazing tester, I think, and I'm very interested about this topic. And hopefully, I will make it to your speech, your talk, and they count me in already. I cheer for you.
Hey, yeah. And actually, one of my colleagues is coming to TestBash because she joined in on the action that Rosie Sherry did, where she did a talk with Rosie for half an hour about quality, and then she could get a good discount on the TestBash tickets. So I felt also happy to learn last week that I'm not traveling alone to TestBash, which what I was also nervous about, but so yeah, I am already loving all the support in the audience that there's gonna be. So it's gonna be amazing, I am sure, for everyone speaking there.
Yeah, sure. So do you, I would love to know. I'm sure you went through the schedule and the program. Would love to know which test bash talks or workshops are you interested in? Did you make up your mind?
Let's see. Okay, which ones am I very interested in? Let's see. I am very interested in the talk by Edie Stokes and Scott Kenyon about elevating your career and becoming a testing generalist. So I'm really excited what they have to say about that topic. And I saw a workshop by Get Obring about how to do metrics in smaller teams, which I am trying to know about. I have a lot of problems with that. And there is also a talk about from Judy Gosai about how quality is created, maintained, and lost in complex software systems. And I am currently feeling that as we're for one of our projects getting at quite a complicated part. So I am very keen to know what he has to tell me about that because I believe I will need it. But there's so many amazing talks. I'm sure I've already missed half the ones that I want to go to. But which ones are you gonna want to go to, Miriam, except for mine?
Yes, I would love to go to. I'm interested about the communication. I think I should work on this area. So there is a very interesting topic by Cassandra. Cassandra, how to? No, this is the second one. No, there was another one. Sorry, I can't find the title. I because I started making note about what I want to uh, to uh, to attend. Just a little. Uh, sorry for the.
It's okay.
about how I can't find this. I think maybe it's a bit okay. I already marked the risk star. It's not about communication. It's about risk risk
Yeah, yeah.
analysis. Yeah, I guess I found the workshop, not the talk, the making of conversation by Christopher Chan. I'm really interested about this workshop. I hope I'll make it because you we don't have the it's first no, we can register. It's first come. I hope
Yeah.
there will be enough room for all of us. So I have to make it to this one. And other talks like the one by Cassandra about how to make yourself yeah, how to make your work and achievements more visible. Yes, I have a little bit. I can I struggle with this one. So I hope that I'm very keen to hear her talks to for now. So that's all I decided to do for now because I'm not. I didn't like I said before. I couldn't. I can't make up my mind yet. But I am also. I would love to know among our audience and fellow testers here. I would love to know which test bash talks or workshops are you most interested in, and what's your own thought on the idea behind them? I don't know. Maybe what about what do you think, Demi? Do you think that we should start
Yes, let's
inviting
get
people?
people on stage. So if you are going to TestBash, or if even if you're not going to TestBash, but you've seen the amazing agenda and want to share your thoughts on it, like raise your hand, come on stage, and tell us what you're excited about, or if you just heard us talking about all the different things we want to go to, and you're like, what is that about? Or you want to share something about that, you're also very welcome. So, somewhere in the bottom corner, there is a hand button. If you click on it, we will see it and we can get you on stage and you can tell us what you're excited about Test Bash and the different talks that are going on there.
Yeah. Meanwhile, while we are still waiting for people to join us, when I went through the agenda, I really appreciated the fact that the majority of the topics are focused on quality engineering and not AI or change, uh, that and because yeah, it is interesting, and we should talk about it and discuss it. But lately it's all about AI, and we as testers, we are supposed to not to focus on only on that. A month ago, I have been I had I was like I stepped back a little bit because I was I felt stuck in a loop of AI and the training with AI and everything because I'm learning automation and all, and I felt I was focusing a lot about on AI rather than focusing on my core uh, um, like training, and I lost my path a little bit. Let's say it like that. So a month ago, I stopped and stepped back and said, Mariam, go to your the points you already started to do. AI is important, but you should not get away from not only the basics, but also what you already decided to do. And Judy, Mosley started an interesting club topic about this. It's called "Are We Losing on Learning Opportunity?" Because we are so focused on night, and I was like, Judy, you are the best. Yes, like it was that was my thought a month ago, and I really recommend people to go and maybe share thoughts about this, or maybe you could join us in here. Maybe Georgie, or anybody else, and maybe you want to share your thoughts about this and extend. You know. So yeah, that's what. What do you think about this? The
I completely agree. I know that somewhere in my company there's a team working on an internal AI tool, and they put in like things that developers and analysts and testers can use. And one of them really like it generated like filled in all the X-ray tests itself, and I was like, I'm gonna lose so much time just reading through all these tests and changing what I should like. That it's almost not worth the effort. So I don't really use it that often. I did come up with a suggestion for them for something I would like the AI tool to help me with, which is gathering data for a test coverage report at the end of releases and sprints. But other than that, I'm still doing most things by myself. It helps me a bit with making mail, and that's about all I use it for at the moment. But I do think that there's some people waiting to tell us their opinion about it. So I believe there are two people that raised their hands and want to come on stage.
Yes,
And
and the
that's
so
Judy.
the first, yes,
So yeah, so I think we'll get some people on stage. There we go. And I could see in the chat that there's also a lot of action going on of people like Simon is just sharing links of amazing test bash sessions of the past. And Stefan, I believe it's pronounced, and Shuni were saying that they couldn't make it, so Stefan didn't even want to look at the agenda, and now he has to because we just told him what all amazing is on there. But I'm telling you, Stefan, even if you can't come, all the test bash sessions are recorded, so you will be able to watch them after test bash and still enjoy all the knowledge. So that's something. I hope it comforts you a bit. But yeah, hi Judy, welcome on stage. How is your weekend testing?
Yes, my weekend testing has been lovely. Well, actually, it's been tricky, but I'll get into that later. I did want to respond to Miriam, and yeah, I looked at the TestBash schedule, and that was like the first thing that I noticed was all the topics are on professional development and learn. I'm like, not like AI isn't learning. I'm not saying like if you learn anything around AI, you're not learning, but it's, I know for me personally, there's so much that I still need to learn. Like even though I've been in the industry in 10 years, I feel very mid, like I'm in the middle. And so, wow, I know, I know AI is here and that it needs, I don't know if it needs attention. That's debatable. Definitely the effects of it need attention, but at the same time, like, I feel like there's almost not a danger in chasing trends, but Miriam, like you said, like, you're not paying attention to your particular learning path. And I think that's hard to lose sight of because right now I'm still learning, even with automation and process, just what are best practices and mentoring others. And those are the things that I still need to work on. And AI is not going to teach me how to be a better mentor because it's constantly agreeable and good mentors aren't constantly agreeable. Yeah, just I really appreciate the variety that TestBash is offering. And yeah, I want to go like seeing Isabel Evans on the list. And Demi, I'm so excited about your talk, and Ben, and the workshops. Yeah, there's so many good people talking about a variety of different things. And I mean, there was a conference a couple days ago that I just popped in on, and it was all on AI. I think Gary mentioned this in the club, but it was I I was specifically looking for one talk that wasn't AI, and I missed it because of all of the AI just shoved in every title, or yeah, it was just overwhelming. And I popped in on the couple of times where I knew someone would be speaking and I could support them, but otherwise I just dropped off because that's just not where I am right now. I just really appreciate TestBash offering so much variety.
Yeah, thank you, Judy, for sharing the maybe we could invite Manish up. Maybe he has something to comment on this topic.
Yes, indeed. Like I said, Judy, they're recording all the talks. Simon shared a picture of the setup for last year. The amount of cameras and microphones is already making me more nervous because, but it's gonna be okay, I'm sure, and you'll be able to see all the talks you want afterwards. Hey, Maneesh, welcome on stage.
Hello. Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Awesome. Happy Friday, everyone. So, just to start with, I'm really sad that I won't be able to join. It's because I'm in the US, and especially it's hard for people who are on visa. So I'm on work visa in the US, so it gets really difficult to travel outside of the country. So that's one thing. I wanted to ask, like, is there a way? I know you guys record it and then it's available to watch later. But have you guys ever thought about having a live session for international audience who won't be able to test bash?
I don't think then this has been discussed yet, but Simon, do take note of this. There's a lot of demand for online streaming of the sessions.
Yeah, it becomes easy for people who cannot travel. For various reasons, for any reason that somebody might not be able to travel. And then if they are really interested in certain topics that they want to listen live to people. I know recording is fine. Recording is good thing, but it doesn't give you that connect with the actual speaker if it's a recorded video versus a live one. So live videos have more special thing to them, as in like you would be able to connect to the speaker and the event. That's my personal opinion. I'm not generalizing it, but yeah.
Yeah, I think I heard also from other people that even they are living in the UK, but they aren't able to go because they just in general have trouble leaving the house and stuff like that. So they were also yeah, a bit wistful that they couldn't come. So I think if the demand is high enough, maybe we can get something happening. But Simon took note of it, so maybe Team MOT will discuss this, and who knows, maybe you can follow along too. I only know that it will make me more nervous that there's so many more people hearing my talk, but I'm calming myself down. It's okay. Um, will there be? Stephen is asking in the comment. Will there be the live commentary threads during TestBash that there has been in the past? I have absolutely no idea. I'm hoping someone else knows this because I have never been to TestBash. I don't know what you're talking about. But we'll be sure to look into it for you and we'll get you an answer, I'm sure. But Maneesh, so you can come to TestBash, but have you looked at the agenda? Is there any talk that you're like, oh, that one I really, really wanted to see?
Yes. So there are a couple of things. One is from Cassandra. One is how to make your work and achievements more visible. Oftentimes what I've seen is people do, whoever is working as an individual contributor, they do a lot of work, but they are not able to project or sell their work, right? I mean, it's that time of the, it's that period where if you don't sell yourself, you get lost in the crowd, right? You have to stand out, you have to present yourself. everybody does a great job, but then not everybody's able to sell themselves, as in project themselves, or let the achievements speak for you, right? I mean, that's not something that's happening. I've seen many people who do a lot of ton of work, but then when it comes to ratings or when it comes to appraisals, they kind of are left in the back because they are not able to project, or they are not able to uh, make their work visible. So that's something I'm really interested in. How, like I said, I mean, because I've followed some of her blogs online. I mean, her writing is impeccable. I mean, I follow her. That's one thing. And the other one I'm equally interested in is elevate your career, become a testing generalist, right? So this thing actually resonated with me because we often speak about being a jack of all trades and master of none. I mean, this is something that I've been hearing from a very, very long time. But I think it needs, this is the time that some people have to become a generalist and not stick to one niche, because with the AI, again, everybody's talking about AI these days, where you have to upskill yourself, or you have to at least have some knowledge on many things and not one thing. I mean, this is again my personal opinion, not trying to generalize anything. But from what I'm seeing in the market is there are a lot of expectations from people, especially with AI coming in. They expect you to work faster, know more, and then do a ton of things, right? I mean, that's the general expectation in the market right now. I mean, you are looking at the job postings that are online. I mean, I make it a point to go to the job listings or job postings from every now and then, just to make sure, like, what's the expectation from the market about, right? I mean, just to make sure that I am following up with the trend and then I'm not being left behind. So, but all the postings that I see, there are a ton of asks. I mean, everybody wants everything. So I mean, that's another topic I'm really interested in.
Yeah, me too. I saw that topic and I was like, that that's it seems so interesting that all the things that testers are could be able to do, should be able to do it. Like there's so many things you need to know to be able to test everything. So it's something completely different from people that are really, really focused in, for example, API testing and security testing. You're like, y- some testers need to be able to do it all, it seems. So yeah.
I mean, like, there are like, I mean, very recently, I think it was last week or last before week, I saw a posting where they were asking about Python, they were asking about JavaScript, Java, TypeScript. Really, I mean, I don't know any team that uses all these different programming languages in one project. I have never been in one project where they use all of these in one project. I don't understand that. I mean, that's beyond my comprehension. So they want somebody with all these programming languages, and then they want people who have knowledge on Selenium, Playwright, Cypress. I mean, again, why would any team use Selenium, Playwright, and Cypress together in one project? I don't.
Yeah, yes. Some job descriptions are a little bit like crazy.
Right.
Yes, but yeah, you know, that's why I lost myself in my training path. I'd say that's what I was talking about. I was like, I uh, I checked. I was looking to check all the job descriptions on what, like, trying to have the most of these skills that they are looking for. But you know, I was like going mad. You know, that's why I said no more. I'm going to just from choose two or three topics, and I'm going to focus on this one because this and this is it. You know, but you know, like I'm really interested in AI, and it's part of my training too, and that's why I am going to hopefully I'm going to attend the whole firewalls workshop in prompting with AI. And I hope I I will make it. And another one to talk by in TestBash by Martin Rainey. I'm sorry if I couldn't spell it, but the Return of the Explorer, Gen AI Wars, episode 3, Return of the Explorer. I find it really funny, and I'm really interested about this talk. Well, I will focus on my training, but I will have, I should have an eye on AI, you know. So,
Yeah, and Rahul's session, I think, will be very interesting. I mean, I know Rahul personally, so I speak to him every other day or something like that. So we have a separate WhatsApp group chat where we talk every single day. So his presentations are really awesome. He's a great guy. Yeah, I wish more people see his content.
yeah, that's interesting. I'm sure about this. Yes. Thank you, Maneesh, for sharing your thoughts. And I will invite other people to comment on stage and share. Perhaps maybe if you want to share something else, not about this bash, it's okay. And I said in the beginning of the episode that we focus on the this bash, but if you want, if you want to talk about anything else, you are more than welcome. So, but meanwhile, I wanted to, uh, I wanted to invite you also to look at a very interesting topic. I think it's being a newbie in that Bash tool. It's a topic on the club about. I think it's Gary who posted it. And I'm going to. Yes, it's the interesting topic. Like what is what are the, it's on my. Demi, can you help me here? Do you know? Do you remember what's Gary's topic about tips about for newbies like that? Tips for newbies attending first bash for the first. I think I can.
I seem to have missed that one. That sounds so interesting. If someone have conversation, I really need it. Oh, here, I think I found it. What's your TestBash tips for newbies?
Yes, yes.
Put it
I think
indeed. There we go.
yes. You should see it too. And there is also while talking about test bash, there is like 2 meetups, test bash and host test bash meetups on Brighton. I subscribe to them sure, and I don't know if you did hear about them. Did you subscribe to these two meetups, Demi? Did you see the announcement?
You mean the social meetups at TestBash?
Yes,
Yes, I saw, but I first needed to make sure when my trains are, so I know if I can get to them or not. I do believe I will be able to attend all the socials. I should be there in time, but I've only booked my train this week. It's another thing to add to the schedule for TestBash, the social meetups. Yes. Good thing.
yeah, absolutely. I invite you or who are listening to us to and coming, of course, to this bash to subscribe for these meetups, and it will be the pre-test bash meetup is. Yes, you just beat me to it. The pre meetup the meetup before the TestBash is a great way to connect, Simon. Yes, I agree with you. And for someone who is first, it's my first time to TestBash and meeting people in during the meetup would be great, because we will be focusing on the workshops and the talks on the first and the second. So it will be great to discuss with people during these meetups. Yes, it sure will. Yes, it will take the edge off meeting for the first time. Yes, on the official day. And I was thinking about this, the edge of meeting people for the first time. Okay, and let's have a quick check on the time. Yes, Demi, it's like we have like 15 minutes. Do you think we should be talking about then?
I don't know. I think we still have time for some more people to come on stage. So I see some people active in the chats. Stefan, if you want to come on stage and tell us what talks you are most sad about that you're gonna miss, or Gary, if you also want to share on stage your first time to TestBash excitement with us, like Ian and me, we are in the same boat. So we're gonna be so happy to not be the only ones, I believe. And I saw Emily also shared a memory that she put on the MOT website about meeting people at conferences. So that's also good advice. And yeah, like I said, there is so much to talk about. You don't have to talk about TestBash at all. Like we more than happy to go deeper into the AI part of the conversation or the generalist versus specialist discussion. But let's see. Well, we got Gary who wants to try come on stage. Let's see if his audio works. Because notably, people, he has a bit of trouble with his audio whenever he joins. So let's see if it works.
I am here.
It works. Hi, Gary. Welcome.
How you doing?
What to the stage? How are you?
Yeah, I couldn't avoid like Simon's challenge there, saying that my audio needed testing again. So I just thought, yeah, okay, okay, let's do this. Yeah, yeah. So TestBash is my first one, and I was like, I did start last week to have a look at the agenda and start to plan. Okay, which session shall I have a look at? And like I said in the chat, is that there's yourself, Demi. That is like, I'd love to support you when you're doing your first talk. So I certainly want to be there for that one. And there's like a lot of speakers that I think, yeah, like, I want to go and support you. But there is also some workshops, and the one I'm thinking, I need to know more about that, and I need to know more about that. So I haven't sort of properly planned it yet. So yeah, so that's what I'm looking forward to. But obviously the main thing is I'm looking forward to is talking to as many people as possible, and and hopefully not over talking, because I remember once when I had it was sort of around just after the pandemic, when we had like a Christmas party when all had gone, and I went to a Christmas party, and I was swinging through people like it was a jungle, and just moving from one person to go and talk to another person and go and talk to another person. I think I kind of lost my voice like towards the end of the evening. So hopefully I can control myself a bit. But yeah, I really am buzzing to get there and sort of meet lots of people and listen to some great talks. And it's just again, what I said in there was like that it looks like it's a great pace as well, and there's plenty of opportunity when you look at the agenda to get to a lot of things. And there's such a variety that's not, as we've kind of alluded, especially this week, is not 100% AI. So yeah, it's cool. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yes, indeed. I looked at the agenda as well, and I was happy that there is some time between all the different talks and everything, because every talk is like half an hour. And then there is sometimes 15 minutes or more even to switch between people talking so they can get all the mics set up. And there's actually, they set up a new system for if you want to ask questions to the people giving talks. It's going to be not during the talk, but they're going to set up some special, some extra time somewhere that you can meet all the speakers at a table. And you can ask the questions one-on-one or with a group of people, like having a discussion about it. So you don't have to ask your question with like a big audience standing there. So that's also going to take away a bit, like asking questions. So that's also exciting.
That sounds good. That sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I have like the tiniest bits of backstage knowledge now that I'm a speaker. I'm in the secret group chat, just so you know, and where they ask the most random questions, or where we are trying to figure out how the logistics work and everything. So I also know of some people that apparently need to send stuff to the location for their talks or workshops. So I'm very curious about that. So yeah, it's very fun to see all the preparations and everything and what everyone is up to. Sarah Deary, who on maternity leave came back especially to, or I believe it, or no, it was Diana, I believe. Sorry, just get all the names mixed up. She came back especially to ask us some more logistics questions about what kind of microphone you want and everything. And I was like, oh no, I have to decide what kind of microphone. Yeah, indeed, Judy. I'm somewhat in the room where it happens. I don't know everything. I can tell you that. I'm sure that Team MOT is gearing up with some surprises for the speakers as well. But yeah, I'm very excited. It's my first ever conference. So to see a bit of the backstage as well as first time attending a conference and speaking there, it's going to be an amazing opportunity, I'm sure. I'm so excited.
Yeah. You're going to smash it. You're going to smash it.
I'm curious about what is a good, I mean, I'm not going this year, but I know that I've been to other conferences, and even just going up to people and talking can be really daunting. But I'm thinking about how, we meet every Friday and we see each other's pictures, but even a photo is not enough sometimes. And so I'm wondering if there's like some kind of way to physically, I don't know, some kind of signal or a sticker or something that's, hey, I've talked to you in this week in testing. You just don't know it.
Well, do we need to discuss a secret thing that we're all gonna wear so that people know, like,
that would be
who know
great.
you from this weekend testing? Ooh, yeah, wait, that is something we can discuss. I like this idea. Yeah, Simon agrees. We should definitely discuss about something like specific gonna wear or something, so people from this weekend testing can recognize each other. I like this.
I probably should have a T-shirt with a broken microphone on. Maybe then people would recognize me then, wouldn't they?
We should have our own sticker. I remember I already suggested this to Simon. I told him I'm this weekend testing fan or something like that. And I think that we have to have our own, badge or sticker. Like we're gonna stick it on our clothes to yes to be to belong to a group.
I feel a plan brewing. We'll have to maybe start a conversation on the club or in the Slack channel or something to discuss what we're gonna do.
I like Simon's idea of the stickers.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's not so much like, obviously we'll understand what we are when we're in the conference and whatever, but when we're out the conference and we're all walking around with twit stickers, that might throw some people thinking, what are they up to? So
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Emily also shared there is a TestBash intros collection, so you can put a memory on the MOT website if you're going to be at TestBash, and we can say hello to you. So you can put the picture there as well, so we're able to recognize each other a bit better. And I believe you can also put on your profile that you're open to meet at TestBash, so you can also have a list a bit of people that you might be running into at the conference. And I also seen the chat that Maneesh and Stefan are discussing that TestBash sounds different from other conferences, as the atmosphere is more relaxed and friendly. So I'm now very curious about what happens at other conferences to make TestBash so much friendlier. But I'm happy that this is the first one I'm going to then, if this is the best one.
I'm sure it is. It is the best one. It will be my first testing conference. No, I went to one conference in 2024, I think, in Tunisia, to be honest. But I was excited about this, but I don't think it was a testing conference. Oh, like they talked about everything, but testing. Yes, I was a little bit frustrated about the content of the topics, because they kept talking about, of course, AI and everything, but it wasn't like testing in the proper meaning of testing. But it was nice meeting with fellow testers in Tunisia. But I'm sure I'd be enjoying my TestBash experience, and you had our high hopes, that we are no longer we are super like exigeant, Demi, like super. Do you know that's how she came French, Demi? I don't know.
My French in the good video. I'm sorry.
Demanding, yes, Peter. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Pepe.
Yes. So we are demanding high. We have high hopes, and we are demanding. We are we demand a certain quality of topics that that we can find in other events. So and maybe I think I am going to share a memory about this one. It will shock you. The title I had this title, brewing, like cooking in my head. Why I regret joining the MOT community. What?
No, yeah.
No, it's really, I'm really regretting that, but it's not like regretting, But yes, our hopes are. I will share a memory soon enough, but don't be shocked. It's like an intriguing kind of memory,
Yeah, now I'm interested what arguments you're going to bring forward. But
It's like the title, why you shouldn't be testing software or something like that,
oh, yeah. Doing a quick time check. We only have a few minutes left. So to the people on stage or in the chats, is there any last thing you want to share about the conversations of today, about TestBash, about AI talks at conferences, about the job market? I don't know, anything at all. Or do you maybe also have these intriguing teasers like Mariem about things we're gonna share soon? I always love good teasers and secrets being revealed on Twit. Mariem, you got the whole chat now. Intrigued.
Yes, I knew I would talk by saying this, because you know that I am the big fan of the motivation. Yes.
I'm sitting looking at the memories page waiting. I'm just waiting for it to come up.
Oh, what pressure! The pressure I'm feeling right now. So I'm really looking forward to see you all people in there, and Gary, Demi, Simon and everybody else, what's it about the
Demi, I just want to say how brave. I think it's amazing that you've never been. If I'm hearing correctly, you've never been to a conference before, and the first time you're attending a conference, you're speaking at one. So, I think that's amazing.
Yeah, we really didn't think that through completely, but when I got the opportunity, it was too good to pass. But when I sent in the proposal in the call for contributions, like maybe they'll let me write an article, and then suddenly I got the mail like, "Oh, did you want to talk about it on the conference?" And I was like, "I would love to," and then later realized, "Oh no, now I have to go talk to about it on the conference." I didn't really think that through, but I'm sure it's gonna go great. I got so much support from everyone here at Twitch and from my colleagues and everything. So I'm sure it's gonna be amazing, but it's also gonna be so nerve-wracking.
You'll be wonderful.
Thank you.
And
Now,
even
when
if
that's
it's not,
yeah, no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, even if it's not wonderful, it'll be a learning experience, and that's always valuable. But I'm sure it's gonna be wonderful.
Good to know that it's a win-win situation. Yes. Now, with that, I believe, Mariem, that we have reached the ending time of our session, this week's this week in testing.
Yes, indeed we did. Was fun.
Yes.
So it was really great co-hosting with you, Demi.
It was amazing co-hosting with you as well. I don't, I can't believe it's the first time we're co-hosting together.
Yeah,
And,
no,
it was
the
amazing.
team, the team power. I lost the women empowered co-host. I said the last thing. A lot of one things in Arabic. I think today or in French or I don't know. Okay,
Yeah.
so everyone, we are wrapping up our episode. Thank you for joining us today. It was lovely having you. Have an amazing weekend and bye bye.
See you next time.